Hey there, I'm Bill, and this is an elephant. Now, you may be wondering how an adult elephant relates directly to your success in the world of making money online, so listen and watch this 3-minute story to find out. And watch this presentation until the very end to discover the most powerful and effective way to earn more cash and experience true financial freedom without the typical hassles of an online business. And how you can see profits in as little as 24 hours without having to wait around for the traffic fairies to wave their magic wand. And the number one killer of success that you must avoid to finally experience the lifestyle you've likely only dreamed of. Many years ago, a visitor to India was passing some elephants when he suddenly stopped. He was confused by the fact that these massive creatures were being held by only a slender piece of rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages, just a simple rope connecting their leg to a stake in the ground. It was obvious that the elephants could, at any time, break away from their bonds. The man approached a nearby elephant trainer and asked him, "How is it possible that these elephants simply don't snap free of that small rope around their leg?" Well, the elephant trainer said, "When they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them. And at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free." The visitor was amazed. These animals, with all their strength and size and sheer power and potential, could break free from their bonds at any time. But because they had been conditioned over a long period of time to accept that the rope had power over them, because they didn't believe they could break free, they remained stuck right where they were. Now, that story may sound cruel to you, yet I can guarantee you'll never forget it. And that visitor learned more than one valuable lesson from that afternoon with the elephants. When I first came across this story, it reminded me of my own experience in making money online. And unlike the elephants, I willingly entered a world where the constraints that kept me from success were based on my own actions. Unlike the elephants, I knew what I was getting myself into, or so I thought. Actually, I believed a terrible lie. One you may believe yourself. I was new to trying to make money online, barely knew how to do anything other than check my email. Maybe that sounds a bit like you in creating an online income, and if it does, I can relate. Moving forward, here's the really big lie that I bought into, and see if you can relate to this as well. The key to my success is my training, my fancy tools, and my natural smarts. And you may be wondering, what does this have to do with making money online, Bill? That's an excellent question, and I'll answer it for you in less than a minute, and I promise the light bulbs will go off in your mind and it'll cause you to view the ropes around your own leg in a whole new light. Well, after purchasing a bunch of expensive training and fancy tools and reading a ton of books, the only money made online was what I was paying out to the gurus who kept promising me all sorts of remarkable results. I was following their guidance, but it seemed that with each new idea came another reason to buy another home study course or piece of software. I was running out of money and patience and time. The bills were stacking up. The financial crisis had gutted the company I worked for, and I wasn't making enough to stay current with my monthly payments. I was getting notices from the mortgage company, the credit card companies, the car company, and every month was a game of paying just enough to keep everything from being seized by the collectors. Frankly, I wasn't sleeping well, and I'd stay up all night researching new ways to generate an online income. Any extra money would be a blessing. And it was at that time of panic that something clicked in my mind. The gurus were preaching to buy their doodads and gizmos, and all the while they were clearly making their money in a very different way. Then the light bulbs went off, and I said to myself, control is the key to my online success. No control, no money, period. And no amounts of smarts or training or fancy tools or shiny new objects will ever make this declaration any less true. You must have control to succeed. And guess what? Your online business is no different, and right now, you're lacking control. The control of your online business isn't a fancy website, a social media trick, or push-button software. Your control, that ability to snap free of the ropes of our sour experiences and faulty information, is simple. Make money when you want it by moving traffic when you need it. Money can't be made until a transaction occurs. Someone needs to buy something, and you need to get paid. It doesn't matter if it's your product or someone else's. Making money online is about putting eyeballs on an offer. Enough eyeballs to make sales that will put cash in your pocket quickly. Your ability to put those eyeballs on offers, which we call traffic, equals control, and without it, your business shrivels up and dies. However, waiting for these things to happen, waiting for those eyeballs to be serendipitously delivered by Google or Facebook or anywhere else, waiting for good things to happen is the worst trick you can play on yourself. The gurus, by the way, want you to wait and to get frustrated so they can sell you something else. The Make Money with Email formula, on the other hand, provides you the control you desperately need, a supply of traffic that you harness and control that pays for itself infinitely again and again. I'm going to give you 3 fantastic tips today that you can apply immediately. Tips that will save you money, time, and heartache, and get you on the path to reclaiming control and achieving success. First, we need to cover one of the lies that you may have told yourself that has kept you away from successfully making money online. All I have to do is buy some software, spend an afternoon setting it up, and I'll get rich without lifting a finger. Bullshit. Plain